Jordan Kaplan. I'm one of the Hunger and Thirst company members, and this is the first interview with our second artist for InOneEar, and I have the pleasure of talking with...
Hi, I'm C.Bain. I'm a gender-liminal, multi- and interdisciplinary artist and performer. Yeah, I think that's it.
So yesterday we sent you the script, Harry Black Hole, and I'm just wondering, just from just your first hours of reading it and just what's in your head, I'm just wondering, do you have any just first reactions to it?
The title is super provocative, very into the title. What comes up for me, and something that I'm very that comes up for me as a kind of hang up when I'm producing my own work is how to what extent are you just kind of recreating something by critiquing it? What is the critique really pointed at? So it's this story that's about a thwarted marriage that ends up, I think, I should also say, my experience of reading things and my experience of watching things are often super different. So this is curious for me to have this as a starting point as opposed to being able to watch a work. Anyway, watching something that's a narrative of a marriage being thwarted that then gets turned, I think, into a feminine empowerment, leaning into the chaos that moment sort of creates for the character, is really interesting and is still on some level a fetishization of marriage, right? Is still making that the important thing. So I'm curious about that. The first thing that was coming up for me is to what extent is this trying to destabilize the idea of marriage as a goal or a necessity or a desirable thing, the structure or institution of marriage, and to what extent is this just kind of fun, a cute, empowering moment that isn't ultimately about trying to interrogate what its values are about the marriage being an important thing. So that was my immediate thought. And then trying to think about how I am interacting with it. Yeah, how I can do something that's related to it. I'm okay, there's a man in the story who we never see, who is the reason the story happens. So that's a way to be in conversation with it. There's also the dress. Wedding dresses are so great and dramatic. And I have a real fondness for that, for the camp possibilities of that. Yeah, those are my immediate thoughts, I guess.